Oh, happy Easter. So last week I talked about the second thing to make your marriage fantastic, and obviously today I'll be wrapping it up with, the third thing, which is trust. So trust is actually key when it comes to your marriage or, like in your marriage. It is actually the foundation of any relationship. So if you don't trust each other, there is absolutely no point in actually going ahead, or even in your marriage when you start having doubt and, maybe not not trusting each other. Just I do normally say there is actually no point in being together, to be honest. Maybe you might need a temporary separation for you to kind of you know build that trust again. And once trust is broken, it can be very, very difficult to gain back again. And this is not actually let's forget about Christianity. This is actually the truth, is that when you actually there are many people that they find it very, very difficult to kind of continue in a relationship where they caught their husband or wife cheating. So it's not that trust will never ever be there. So anymore for life. So in that kind of situation, it's just to separate. Because at the end of the day, I mean we're all human, and all this. I mean, it's just a very dangerous situation. So it's better for individual to just kind of separate for that, especially for that moment. So, and that kind of trust they might never, the partner, either of the partner might never ever get that trust back again. Never, ever. Like because we all have different things, like different ways in which you can forgive people and all of that as well. So trust can also be in terms of financial trust. And obviously, maybe you might not trust your partner to kind of and do some things. It could be project wise, it could be anything like that. So it's trust, like lack of trust in marriages is not all about cheating. It could also be financial as well. So there are instances where people don't trust their partner to actually handle some certain amount of money, and that happens as well. You know, but it can cause a lot of things in your marriage. It can cause communication issues. It can cause a lot of damages, like such as even that distancing, emotional distancing, intimacy and all of that as well, because you don't trust and you don't. I mean, like maybe you don't even know who they are anymore. So this is really, really important for you to kind of understand and talk about it. So the key solution I always say is this: if you are having a doubt, or maybe like you don't really trust it, or maybe even if you have a doubt that maybe they are maybe in terms of friends, maybe they are kind of misusing it. Talk about it. Just have a discussion about it. Rather than just assuming. The worst thing you can ever do in this kind of situation is to assume things. Is to assume, okay, definitely my partner is doing this. There is nothing anybody can, like anyone else can tell me about it. Definitely this is what he or she is doing. Definitely, but without any substantial evidence or anything like that. So it is very, very important to talk it out, and instead of making assumptions. So assumptions can actually kill a marriage. And in fact, that is a topic on its own, because a lot of people do assume things that are not actually true. And obviously at the end of the day, that can actually cause a lot of strain in that marriage. So it will, like lack of trust in a marriage, it can actually destroy things. It can emotionally, mentally, physically. Just think about several things that it can actually destroy. So if you are having a doubt about your partner, if you feel like you don't trust your partner, talk to them, communicate, talk about things that you don't feel insecure. I mean, things that you're not sure of, things that you feel like, I'm not sure why you've started doing this, or maybe, I'm just thinking, or this is my observation. So just kind of talk about it and let everybody be clear in terms of what exactly is going on. And happy Easter to you once again, and then I'll speak to you again next week. Bye.